Hello guys, we are going to continue the editorials again. We had not done on Friday and Saturday. So today Monday we'll be doing the all three episodes, Friday, Saturday and Monday. Okay, it will come in three separate episodes. So this is episode number 23, November 26, Friday. One reason for not doing is it was not very important articles on these days. Saturday, it's always not important, and Friday, it was very less important articles. And then Monday we have too many articles, so everything together we'll see. Okay, today itself. So if you are new to this channel, WhatsApp me and email me for quick responses, and you can also follow the Facebook, YouTube, Instagram and Telegram pages. So these articles, if you see Friday which came, it's not of very much significance, or it is like repetitive. This is a political article where TMC party, Mamata Banerjee related things are going on. Tripura election was there, and they lost there also. So that kind of discussion is going on. Here again, Punjab election is coming up. So there, what is the conditions? Like there is this drugs problem is there, and then farmers related problems are there, and many people are migrating to Australia, Canada, and all. So that kind of things are there. So this is not like a very prosperous state. That's what they're telling. So who will come in power? That kind of discussion in party by party paragraph they have given. Okay. And here, if you see measuring progress, this one we'll discuss in another article. Okay. And this is not important. This is the National Family Health Survey. Okay, which the fifth edition has come, and that is important. Already we have covered it in our Vysh courses channel. That video I'll show you. And this one is about the climate change, which we'll discuss. And this is cryptocurrency, but it is actually interview with two people. So cryptocurrency basics and all, nothing you will get it from here. They are just discussing like why it is important, or why government should not ban it. So one single point only, they have just simply stressed it and made it. And there is no other article, because Friday usually here another one article will be there, but they use this entire space for this cryptocurrency interview. So that is why it is not at all important. But still, what are the important points I'll highlight and show you. Okay. And this one, Andhra Pradesh, some people are telling we should have 3-4 capital cities, and we should, or others are telling we should have only Amaravati as the capital. So that debate is going on since many days. So that discussion is going on. But for exam sake, it's not important. It's a state level PCS exam. Maybe it is required. For UPSC is not important. Okay. And these are usual data points, simply like how many people are hungry, how many people. Again, is the NFHS data, which again, as I told, we already have a video which you can go and see in Vysh courses channel. It is uploaded today. In that, in detail, it is discussed. Also, in another editorial, which will come on, I think, Saturday or maybe Monday's one, I'll explain. Okay. And this one, cryptocurrency also, technical and theoretical part. What is blockchain? What is artificial intelligence? What is cryptocurrency? You have to watch this 30 minutes video, and your concept will be clear. Because once question comes, it will come directly from here. That is a surety. Okay. Because this science and tech, I think 6 or 7 episodes you have done. And from there, 2 episodes, directly questions came in 2021 prelims. So see to it that you watch this also. Your concept will be clear. Okay. So if you are new to this channel, you will be you will be not knowing that there are a lot of free lectures going on, and you will get it for free in both English and Hindi. There are two channels. One is Vysh courses channel, where we are doing the current affairs alone as of now. More plans are there which will come in the coming days. So these are current affair videos in both English and Hindi is there, of the non-editorial news items. Okay, because editorial I'll be discussing here. And Vysh IAS, if you take history, almost every textbook which is needed for UPSC is covered by different teachers. There is polity, environment, geography, science and tech, mains, GS1, GS2, GS4, GS3 we have as of now not put any playlist, but based on your responses you will get it. Okay. And GS3 anyway, it contains science and tech and environment, which is already covered. Okay. The remaining thing also will come based on your responses in the existing playlist. Then there is a previous year question discussion for prelims, and then there is this CSAT video series is there. Then there are many mini series in English and Hindi for most of the subjects. Okay, this all will help you get to that cutoff very easily if you regularly follow them. And again, as I told, contact me in email or WhatsApp. Read all these FAQs. Please don't repeat the question which is already answered here. So cryptocurrencies article, we'll see like what these people are discussing. Supreme Court had overturned a decision like in 2018. RBI told like all the cryptocurrencies and all those related financial institutions should be banned. Okay, but Supreme Court overturned it and told like the people have every right to use cryptocurrency as well. Okay, because across the world people are using it. So that the Supreme Court's decision that made people to rush towards cryptocurrencies. People started buying in bulk, and you would have heard like this much people got this much profit and all these things. So people started going into cryptocurrency investing. Okay. So, but still, government will be passing a law or cracking down. Even now, in the winter session, which started today, okay, in the parliament, they have plans to introduce a bill which will be banning the cryptocurrency. Okay, but there will be some few exceptions. So we have to wait for the bill. What are they planning to do? At what level they are going to do? And if you see, always when something new technology comes, there'll be people who criticize it also, people who support it also. Okay, so the commentators or the critics are telling like it's just a bubble which will burst anytime, so don't risk it. Okay, it's a very risky thing, so don't invest. But others will tell like it is unstoppable and it will be the future. Okay, so what is the fundamental value that cryptocurrency offers investors? So first thing is, people traditionally invest in gold. Okay, in across India, people invest in gold, and everybody has lot of assets in gold because that price is going on increasing. Okay, earlier and all, gold was like very cheap if you take some at least say 60, 70 years ago. But now gold, like every day by day, it is like increasing. So people prefer keeping in gold. Okay, so same like that, hedge against inflation. Cryptocurrency is also a place where you can go and invest a lot of money, because that also is booming. Okay, that market is booming, so that people should be allowed to invest. And one thing is that it's not regulated. Okay, and its value fluctuates, probably more than gold. Okay, gold value fluctuates, that is why, that too in the more positive way it fluctuates, that is why people are investing. Same like that, this is also there, but it is not regulated. Okay, it gives him phenomenal returns. Even the pandemic time, as I told, you would have heard a lot of news like this much, you invest only this much and you get at least 10 times, 50 times more than what you invested. Okay, but the valuation, it's debatable, because there is no governing agency, there is no regulation, there is no this thing like who is doing all this. Okay, that it's completely programmed thing. So, and it's limited also, it's not like it will grow like anything. So that is one positive side of it. So the author or the whoever is interviewing that people are telling like, just because it looks like a bubble, it should not be like, it should be avoided. Okay, these things can grow, and if the entire world starting using it, then it will be the future. So Indians should not directly tell like, okay, completely ban it. Okay, so 2 points here they have given. One primary advantage is, as I told, mathematically designed blockchain network with finite supply. Okay, it's not like government printing lot of money. It is like a limited supply. Only this much will be there, and you have to get it. Okay, so that technical things, as I told, you have to watch the science and tech video. Okay, here I'm not explaining, but you have to know what is blockchain technology, what is cryptocurrency mining, and what are the most famous ones. Like Bitcoin is the most famous one, and there is many others also. So these are all how people can get it, where you can exchange it, how you can exchange it, who doesn't accept it, who accepts it. That all theory part you have to study. Okay, so this one, current monetary setup is that when the government starts printing more money, the value of money gets wiped. Okay, that is, inflation means what? Inflation means more and more money. So if government keeps printing for some purpose, that means lot of money is there, and when something is there in lots, the value will be lesser. Okay, but cryptocurrency is the reverse. It has only finite supply, so its value is always higher. Okay, so you cannot do with that kind of thing with Bitcoin. You cannot keep on printing. So that is why, because of the limited supply, it's a better hedge against inflation. This actually, if a question comes like how can you justify Bitcoins, or how can you tell a cryptocurrency is a better hedge against inflation, this is the article you can refer. Okay, else there, as I told, there is no other technicality in here. And supply of gold, if you know, it is not any mathematically designed or something. Okay, people will keep on generating it, or people will keep on importing it. So Bitcoin is a sounder fundamental currency. Okay, now the system and process, the entire thing is run by, as I told, there is a blockchain network. Okay, which is a completely algorithmic mathematical design. So that has various uses. Okay, which can be used for financial record keeping, and many things are there. So that is all government is exploring. So you cannot simply ban the entire technology is what the author is suggesting. Okay, and also there is no other hidden charges or anything. Like if you want to transfer something to USA and all, you have a lot of charges when you do online banking. Okay, but if you do anything Bitcoin exchange, there is no such thing. Okay, you are sending from here and they are getting it there. Okay, so do they have a proper exchange value? This kind of discussion they are trying to do. Okay, so cryptocurrency is equivalent to gold when you consider that inflation concept. Okay, and the technology, as I told, for financial record keeping and all, it is important. Now the word currency, if you see, it's a misnomer. You cannot tell properly that the Bitcoin thing or this thing is a proper currency. Okay, because you cannot directly go into a store and buy some goods and services, or you cannot convert it into some actual you have to convert into actual currency to actually use it in many places. Okay, and you cannot tell like, okay, this item is like this much Bitcoins. Okay, you cannot tell, okay, buy a shoes, now it is like 6 Bitcoins, 4 Bitcoin, like that. You cannot sell it here or sell it in most of the places. Okay, government also will not accept in taxes also. Like if you want to pay taxes, you have to pay in the other currency format which government accept. You cannot give it in Bitcoin. So you cannot call it as a currency as of now, even though the term cryptocurrency is what we use. It is just a financial unit or a device or a new technology which is now trying to be popularizing entire world, including India. Okay, so after demonetization also, suddenly the money's value went away. So people felt like, what if government again go and ban some more currencies, and also what we'll do. So people started moving towards cryptocurrency. Okay, because entire world was moving, Indians also started moving. Okay, because this, as I told, entire particular asset got wiped out in one night. Now Other than that thing, if you see, even though current Bitcoin currency was invested upon, it is not the highest one. Okay, because the highest investment went into real estates in India. Okay, so as of now, it is moving towards an author is telling like maybe the investment will now again move from cryptocurrency towards, sorry, from real estate towards cryptocurrencies also. Okay, now in the next slide you will see a term called fiat currency. So I just kept it here. Okay, so fiat currency is like a proper national currency, like the US dollar or the Indian rupee or whatever, which is backed by the government or the central bank, and it is not based on like some gold or silver. Okay, it is not attached to anything. It is the money which the public has faith on it, and it is given by the government or central thing. Okay, so that is called fiat currency. So now here a comparison between fiat currency and the cryptocurrency also they are doing. Okay, there are a lot of businesses happening through this. You can simply Google it like bitcoins, how to invest, bitcoins, this thing, and many apps have come nowadays. So people can download it and simply start investing in Bitcoin. Okay, so it is actually happening, and in other countries, some countries, if you see, there are even like the main currency is now that one. Okay, I think countries like Venezuela and all, or El Salvador, there are many things. So that also we have recently put a video. You can go and watch Vysh courses channel. There's a city which is now called the Bitcoin city. Okay, so if you know, if you've watched it, try to tell in comment section which is that city. Okay, so like that things are going on, but still, as I told, you cannot go to a coffee shop or something and simply give gold or give Bitcoin and buy things. Okay, now economists would say that fiat money is a store of value and medium of exchange. So if you see medium of exchange, yes, it's a very good medium of exchange. Okay, because as I told, things, some of the people are accepting it. Okay, but value of the thing, store of value, it is absolutely not. Okay, the current fiat money, a store of value, absolutely not. The reason why Bitcoin became prominent was that the value of fiat currencies was being eroded systematically right from 2008 due to quantitative easing. Quantitative easing means it's in USA and all, it is used like pushing more money into the system. Okay, money supply is increasing. So money supply was increasing, and every time the government turned down the money printing machine, the value of the money that you saved went down. Okay, as I told, when more and more money is there, that means the value will go down. So people will obviously look for some other alternative. Okay, so the fundamental value of Bitcoin is that of great store of wealth. Okay, so here they are trying to compare fiat money with this thing. That also, in case UPSC asks you, you can tell, okay, whether it's a medium of exchange, yes, the fiat money, whether it is a store of value, it is telling no. Okay, but the Bitcoin is a great store of wealth, like gold also. So now government sanction, does they face the risk of government sanction? So that also it's telling depends on like which government and all it is, because in USA and all, even salaries they are accepting in Bitcoin. The two US senators, the MP kind of people there, they are accepting salaries in Bitcoin. Okay, and if the crypto movement goes successful, US is going to be the biggest beneficiary. That is what the author is telling, because most of the population have started investing in any one sort of cryptocurrency, and everyone are, even the companies are accepting. If you know JP Morgan and all are big companies, they have also started recognizing it and started accepting it. Okay, so adoption of cryptocurrency, especially Bitcoin, has been the fastest adoption of any technology. Okay, meaning when a technology comes into a market, it will take time. Okay, this much months or this much years it will take to get into the people and people and investment coming. But if you see here, in the case of this thing, this is the fastest adopted technology ever. Okay, so if somebody tells like you're going to ban Bitcoin, or you're going to ban this other type of cryptocurrencies which we have, then you're actually saying no to a big part of technology that proved to be revolutionary. Okay, because when entire world is moving towards something, you cannot stay away from it. So if India decides to ban this thing, then we would essentially say no to this entire decentralized financial system. Okay, and another thing also is there, like government is telling like we will develop our own cryptocurrency. Okay, but that is something, again they're telling like it is like you have the potential to beat Facebook and all, meaning you will create a social media app and immediately you will beat them. Like if you see for Twitter also, India tried to make another app. Okay, try to tell in comment section which is that app. Instead of Twitter, we told okay, we don't want Twitter, we will make our own app. But like reach will never be like Twitter. Okay, suddenly you cannot start a company and then beat the something which is ruling the world. Okay, same like that, you cannot develop a new blockchain something network by yourself, and nobody will do it for you also. So you cannot completely ban the existing system which is there. Okay, so unless there are any compelling reasons, you should not ban it. That is what the conclusion. Okay, because you need it, because people are investing in it. Okay, it will be hard to regulate, so that regulation process is what you have to work on. Okay, so if you see here, as I told, the same thing only. The whole idea of crypto network is having a decentralized record keeping system. Okay, it's a decentralized one. So the government having monopoly over a decentralized record, that is kind of contradicting. Okay, if you see. because the system is decentralized and you are trying to make it centralized, then doesn't make sense. Okay, so this is what the overall discussion. So as I told, they are not discussing here what is cryptocurrency and what is the technical part of it. It's a discussion between some people, like whether India should ban it or not. So some advantages, some disadvantages. So like this, I did not find very interesting kind of article, this one, but you will get some points which you maybe never heard of it, or maybe you wanted to know about it. So one point, positive point I'll tell is disciplining the central bank. Okay, because whenever some private currency come, or whenever some competition comes to the public one, okay, because now it is entire money system is controlled by the government. So if some competitor comes, some private thing comes, always there'll be some more discipline and some more effect on the central bank or on this fiat money or whatever we have. So they have given an example of Zimbabwe, that you can pause and read. Okay, like Zimbabwean government, they were printing a lot of money and all, and their value got lost, then they have to move to US dollar. So that time what happened with them? Okay, so that money system, always when it is with one thing or one currency, one central government, that can come problems. So that they are discussing here. Okay, and they cannot keep on increasing the money supply by printing it or taking the monopoly. Okay, so this again, as I told, one point is told in every slide. So this is complete Hindu article I'm showing you. So whatever is bolded, that in your notes, if you are making, like I told in the very first episode, you can mark it. And also whenever private currency comes, it's not like everything will be good. Okay, there'll be one feature of each private currency. Okay, maybe it's cryptocurrency or gold or money, whatever, there'll be one feature. So you have to mix all the things. Okay, no single instrument can have all the advantages. So whatever is the one advantage of everything, that you should combine and then come up with a technology or come up with a instrument which will be beneficial for the people. Okay, because every time everything will not be successful, some will be failing also. Current monetary system has serious flaws. Primary reasons why cryptocurrency have grown at such a massive scale. Okay, because of the system's flaws only. So every time there is a problem, the solution is to print massive amount of money, and every time government prints money, it will be like irreparable damage to the people. Now, money printing is not an economic question; it's a political question. Okay, because to make people more and more happy, they need more and more money so that you can make more and more schemes and funding and welfare things and all, subsidies and all. So it is a political thing. So people, if they understand, then people will start protesting on the streets now. Okay, people don't know like how this is working. That is why government is kind of safe. So overall, that was the discussion there. Now the climate justice one, which again in the next day's article I will discuss important points. So this COP26 happened in Glasgow, which is in Scotland, UK, you can tell. So there it happened, and there India told like by 2070 we'll do net zero emissions thing. Okay, because all the world are trying for net 2050. So India took a strong stand and told like we will not be acting under external pressure, because you cannot equate USA, UK and other industrial countries with India, because they have done all the development, all the industrialization, and they have emitted lot and lot of smoke and carbon and everything. Now when it's our turn to get developed, you cannot tell like everybody should do it the same way. Okay, those developed countries should stop everything by 2050 and we will do it by 2070. Okay, so India has taken a right stand and many are appreciating it. Okay, rich countries will need to do more than the developing countries. So Gandhiji also always used to tell like the real problem, okay, for everything is the Western civilization concept. Okay, because the way they live, okay, where the machinery, the everything. So Gandhiji was against it. Okay, you can tell he was more towards Indianization, or the mass, the people should be participating in production. Okay, the technological things he was little bit not interested or not supportive. Okay, and also in the discussions and all, always these USA people, UK people, they will discuss only what is in interest of their sake. Okay, their country. Okay, like the subject of oil and all was never touched. Okay, oil, this automobile emissions, these things and all will be like they are the most things in Western civilization. It's like complete technology, complete vehicles. Everybody has vehicles. So these kind of things they never discuss. Okay, coal and all is like used for industries, the steel, cement, electricity, everything. So these kind of things they are not talking about. Instead, they are telling like developing countries should do that and do this. So India has now taken a great stand, and also now India and China is also working together when it comes to pollution related thing. Both are doing lot of technological things, renewable energy and all. So G7 countries are no longer setting the rules. Okay, if you know what is G7 countries, tell me in comment section the name of 7 countries. So they are no longer setting the rules, but developing countries like India and China are pushing for this climate justice. Okay, our Prime Minister and Environment Minister, they all kept on telling, okay, the negotiating text is not balanced as there is little advance on financial and other support. Okay, so climate change is hitting the poorest poorest countries. So everybody has to support them. Okay, in the last 40-50 years, always discussion was about doing like equally. But now India is telling like we will do it when you give us the resources and give us the time. Okay. Now the debate, one thing is it has shifted to the national level. That is, Prime Minister announced it there and came. But now in national level, debate is going on like whether we will be able to actually achieve it by 2070. Okay, because Western civilization for hundreds of years they have been doing all this and things. So how will we achieve it in the next 30 years? Okay, meaning 2020 now, by 2050, 60 time, if we have to achieve whatever we are announcing now, how will we do it? Okay, because we are also urbanizing, we are also industrialization, we are doing electricity, so we have to now move towards again more renewable energy, electric vehicles, and the other things. Okay, everything which we are doing, we have to work on that. Now again, the mobility and the dwelling size also, like people, like how are they staying or how are they traveling, this and all. Because more and more public transport if you use, that is better. Okay, because when people get more and more richer, they individually, like one house itself, if earlier there was one car, when we are getting developed in family, if there are four members, four people are having four different cars. Okay, to that level it is going, or maybe even one person will have two cars. So the lifestyle is also one thing which decides. So within India, are we confident that we will achieve all these things? That is what is being discussed here. Okay, here if you see affluent household, there is evidence in the literature that this will increase the emission of carbon dioxide, meaning more and more richer families household incomes, it will become like that. Okay, because that is what happened in the Western countries. So one thing they're telling, it is not just greening it, meaning you do all the green related things, but you have to reduce consumption also. Okay, you cannot just tell like, okay, we have put this much solar plant, or we have done this much forestation, that and all is fine. But along with that, whatever existing you have, whether it is renewable or non-renewable, you have to reduce your consumption. You have to change your lifestyle in every terms, in mobility, in shelter, in nutrition, everything. Okay, because even food will be there. People will tell like more than animal food and processed food, you should have the seasoned this thing food, plant-based food and all. So that kind of things also you have to reduce. And even instead of cars and aircraft, you have to shift towards bus and train, meaning the more public transportation you should be used for distances. Okay, because people have a tendency to prefer luxury over the this thing. Okay, the money thing. So that is why you have to work on these 3 points have been given for that. So in the answer you can highlight and write. Okay, one is consumption pattern need to be shifted. Then here if you see the intensity of consumption has to decrease. Okay, whether it is in renewable energy, electrifying car, public transport, everything. Okay, the resource efficiency, meaning how you are making it also, how you are using it also, how much you are using it. So that kind of thing. Okay, reducing demand, resource, and carbon intensity of consumption has to decrease. And here if you see more equal distribution of wealth with a minimum level of prosperity and affordable energy use for all. And there should be a floor and ceiling for anything. When you do, you should have a limit. So that they have told like floor and ceiling. Okay, for a sustainable well-being, you should know that, like how much energy you need, how much for a decent well-being. Okay, like here if you see how much for a decent well-being you need energy, how much is the effluent overconsumption, how much is the normal consumption, or is it all going in waste? So that kind of proper study groups or research groups have to be set up within India, and then that conceptual frame will be allowing us to plan better, so that by 2050 or 2070, whatever we announce now, we can achieve it. Okay, and here again they are telling like laws should be enacted. If you know the Stockholm Declaration, which was in 1972, when it happened internationally, India amended the constitution, and we added in 1976 this thing, protection and improvement of environment. Okay, in a fundamental duty, if you go and see, there will be environment related one thing that was added after the Stockholm Declaration. Okay, so now if you see article 253 in our constitution allows the parliament to make laws for all these things, for international treaties and for the natural environment. For this we can make laws, it's allowed in article 253. So now we have to use it again, similar to how we enacted the Environment Protection Act long back in 1986. Now we have to again do, because COP26 is enabling us to have a new set of legislation which will cover all these things, the electricity, the urban design, the statistical system, sustainable well-being. So this is what the author is suggesting. Don't try to become like the West, who became late in everything. We have to start doing things now itself by amending the constitution, or based on however it is. Okay, because the West is yet to come out with any clear strategy. Okay, and by the next round of climate negotiation, we should be ready, and we should be like an example for others. Okay, because everybody are now going towards protectionism, trade barriers, and everything and all. So we should be someone who will be like an example, and people will come to us for ideas, and people will feel like we should follow the Indian model. Okay, so this is what the author is suggesting. So these two articles alone, I have a little bit stretched it and told. Again, as I told, this is the reason it was not done on that day, because I thought of skipping it first, but then because students were asking, we have done it again. Okay, so WhatsApp me and subscribe to both the channels. I'll come up with the next episode.